Okay, so we have the tablet here, and before anything, actually, let's go back to the beginning just because it'll be better. So here's our Track It app, and this is the one you want to use when you're going to start an assessment on somebody. So let's go ahead and do that. It says I'm gonna need to be logged in, so we're gonna log in. There's my ID, my number, and my password, so I'm gonna put that in there. Log on. Really, you're only going to want to mess with the new assessment area where you have your core skill feedback and your other forms, and maybe the managing area where after you save somebody's assessment, it's going to go here. And then later on, whether it's you guys or us, Jody and I can come back here and then submit it for approval because we actually have internet connection. You're not really going to use history or compliance yet. So basically it's just everything is just in new assessments and manage. So what it's going to take us to is this screen, and this is kind of just how it works on the tablet. I'm going to show you guys how it works on the computer later. Just realized I'm not in horizontal mode, and so I'm gonna, as a tribute to Jody, I'm gonna do the video this way. So first we logged on. These are all the forms. For training purposes, the only one that you guys really need to do is the core skill feedback report. So all of a sudden, if you click one of these and you're starting to see things about buildings or I don't know, fire extinguisher stuff, you're in the wrong one. But this one is specifically for ride-alongs and training of that sort. So we're going to click that. Depending on who you're driving with, this is where you enter their name and ID. So let's just go ahead and use me. Let's see. Trying to do this with one hand on the camera is kind of hard, with the other hand open. All right, so there's my name popping up there. So when you're choosing your bus, let's put in 308, and hopefully this works this time. So we're gonna click that. So it's got 308, and it has all the information about the bus already in there. Operator signature, supervisor signature. So you're just gonna do your signature. So let's just put whatever, DM. That's mine, and you're gonna leave the operator signature open because what you're going to do is have them sign it when you go over the report with them later. So we're gonna save. Oops, save. And flip that up so you guys can see. And so that all looks good. So let's go ahead and start the report. Cool. If the screen looks like this, you could just pull it over that way, and all these things are going to pop up here, and I'll explain those right now. So this is the important part of the Track It app, especially when you are doing the training stuff. So this keeps track of all the things that you might ding the operator on while they're driving, and it's kind of cool. It's hard to get used to because sometimes these have these huge explanations on them, and it's like reading through a book, but and you can't exactly find the specific one that you want to do or you're trying to find. But typically everything that you're going to want to worry about is in basic control and ride quality. So you have your steering techniques, making sure that they're using both hands on the wheel. Braking and footwork. If their braking's crappy, you can choose that one. Same with, I've noticed some of them have trouble with accelerating. They kind of bounce on the accelerator there. And then so let's go ahead and say they need help with their braking and footwork a little bit, so I'm going to hold that down. So that counts as one there. And let's say that their accelerating is kind of crappy too, so let's do that. Go back here. General road skills, we use that one quite a bit. What do we got in there? I think this one has the, check mirrors. So that's a big one that I usually hit them on, just because, just even as a reminder, even if they're doing it a decent amount, I still want them to look at that and say, okay, I need to check mirrors more. Proper space on the right side. Let's say they're getting over that fog line, maybe hitting garbage cans. Stop a safe distance behind vehicles. That one's a good one. So let's go back here. Anyways, you get the point. You got turns here. So you just kind of got to look through these and kind of get used to where everything is at that you're looking for. It maybe takes a second sometimes to kind of find what you're looking for, but don't let that dissuade you from marking them for something, because otherwise they don't know what they're supposed to improve on, and we don't have record of them improving and needing to make those improvements. So when you turn them in without any dings on it, it just looks like they did perfect. So yeah, that's bus stops is another good one because it has the distance between the curb and their bus right here, so proximity to curb, yeah, all that good stuff. So there's that. So I dinged me on a couple things. I did a kind of a crappy job driving. So next what we're gonna do is, after that person drives and you're switching them out with somebody, if they aren't doing another session later or whatever, or I guess you could show it to them right now just to show them how good they did. You want to do save and review. If I can hit it with my thumb, there we go. And then we'll say save and review. And you can see, let's say I need improvement. Didn't do too good. And that shows my drive time there. I only drove about 3 minutes. Kind of short. So we'll go back through here. So you click this icon and it shows that they need their signature also. So this pencil is an edit button. So if you click on any of these and you see you need to edit any of these or add something, and whether it's a comment or whatever, we're gonna click this pencil and all of a sudden that opens it up. So now they can come in and sign their name. Beautiful. And we're gonna save. So now it's got their name, it's got my name. Awesome. And yeah, so basically then you're going to run through all the things with them. This little thing right here shows them all the things you dinged them on. So you could say, you know, Dawson, you need to work on your braking, starting up and accelerating, all that stuff. Go over it with them. Another cool thing is, so there's a map here. Right now it's going to show that because I didn't actually drive anywhere, but normally it would actually have your route tracked on GPS. So it shows everywhere that you went, and it'll actually show the specific spots where you dinged them on there, so they'll know where they need to work on those things and what they need to work on. So we're gonna go ahead and let's save that. Let's say, so let's exit out of that. So that driver's done. Let's say you had another driver that was gonna do another assessment, so I don't know, Jody. So we're going to go back down, we're going to do the whole thing again, core skills feedback, the same exact thing that I just did, and it'll save them both separately as different assessments for each driver. Let's say though, maybe you have 4 hours of driving and, or 4 hours of drive time that each person needs, you know, each person needs 2, but each of them only wants to drive an hour here, an hour there, then switching off in another hour here and another hour there. So what you can do, so let's go to manage, and you see there's my there's my first session right there. So in manage, you want to select me and go up to these 3 dots here, and you see it says add new session. So we're going to add a new session, and look at that, we're back in another session. And now let's say my appearance sucked today, I'm not well groomed or anything like that, whatever. So we'll save and review. So let's say we got through my second session. It's my second hour of the day. So we're going to save and review just like we did the first one. Save and review. And now see, it shows session 1 and now session 2. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and, you know, check through the same exact thing. If there's anything new I need to go over with me, then I can go in here and say, oh, well, also you weren't well groomed and your appearance sucked. So cool. We already have it saved, and if it's at the end of the day, you can either exit out because you don't have internet access, which is I think what you guys have been doing. Another thing is, if you do have internet access, you can hit this cloud here. So if you're back at ops, and you can say submit for approval, or submit for review works too. Or, you know, like I said, if you don't have internet access, whatever, exit out, just give the tablet back and we can do our thing with it, upload it. But I'm going to show you guys what happens next. Is the next step in the process. Let's exit out of this. So when we get the tablets back, what generally happens is, so we'll go in here, and you guys are usually still logged in, so we'll say manage, we'll go my name right there, this is who drove. We go to review, and this is when we want to do the cloud thing, and submit for approval. And so then that is uploaded to the Trackit website, and it's gone from there. And I'll show you the next step. So that's all you need to do with the tablet. So here is the next step, which you guys don't really have to worry about yet, just in case you do in the future. So anyways, this is the website, trackitmanager.com/link, and this is where you log in at. And so you log in, and this is the main page here. And so mainly what you want to do or spend most of your time on is this training review pending. So I'll click that, and look what showed up. This is the assessment you guys just uploaded.